Islam Makhachev reminds his fans that he has impressive records in for years than Jon Jones. Islam Makhachev recently posted this picture on his Instagram story, and he meant to say his record is precisely different since 2021. Leon Edwards says Islam Makhachev has work to do before going for double champ status. I feel like Islam Makhachev and I both have work to do within our divisions. But if we both go on this long reign, then why not? We can run it in the future. We're both similar age, 30 years old. So we will have time to get it done for sure. Arman Tsarukyan is confident against the most recent version of Islam Makhachev. It would be a very easy fight for me if the Islam Makhachev from UFC 302 shows up. I could out-wrestle him that fight as well, because he got tired. When you're tired, you can't do shit, even if you have the best skills in the world. If you're tired, you're done. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe my channel as well. Alexander Volkanovski talks on the possibility of stepping in for UFC 303 main event. Yeah, I reckon 100% I would be in, as long as it's big fight. I won't just take any fight. That's a big deal. Save the day as well. I don't know, I feel like I just love saving the day. I'm just that good of a guy. If I have to save the day, I will save the day. Jared Cannonier is sick and tired over lack of credit for his win over Sean Strickland. When he fought me, he wasn't walking forward, and people need to take note of that. I'm getting sick and tired of people saying, he barely won that fight. He didn't fight me the way he fights. Luke Rockhold calls for a UFC return to fight Sean Strickland for his last time. If you were Dana White, would you ever want this guy fighting back for a title? I can't stand watching this fight. Book me. Sign me up, Dana. I will end this kid's life, I guarantee. Jamahal Hill goes off on Alex Pereira for his celebration at UFC 300. Now, I haven't really spoke on this, but I went to Brazil and dog-walked your guy in one of the most one-sided as whooping in championship history, and after showed nothing but respect and paid homage. I have never celebrated over an opponent I beat, and even called out my fans for disrespecting Johnny Walker after I slept him. But because I showed competitive fire and was excited to be back after an injury that could have ended my career, you all think this was funny or cool. Alex Pereira, you really set up a punch you couldn't get to without a weird confusing moment. And did some weak shit, but it's okay because you will fight me again. And my eyes won't leave you until you're as stiff as Izzy left you in Miami. Arman Tsarukyan on his recent interview talks about Islam Makhachev weaknesses.
What do you think happens if you fight the version of Islam that we saw on Saturday?
Yeah, it would be a very easy fight for me. I mean, I could over wrestle him that fight as well because he got tired.
And
even if you have the best skills in the world, so if you're tired, you're done. I mean, if all his 5 rounds fights, he got tired with Volkanovski, he got tired with Dustin, and hopefully it's gonna be my key, you know.
Jake Paul mocks Dana White after cancellation of UFC 303 press conference. People keep asking me about Conor McGregor, UFC 303. Obviously I know a lot about it, but I'm not going to talk about it publicly. For the first time, probably ever, in my life, I have no comments on something. That's their world. And you know they get pissed at me every time I talk about that stuff. Good for them, and they'll figure it out. Demetrius Johnson is a fan of the Diamond MMA career, Dustin Poirier. Absolutely. He deserves to be in the UFC Hall of Fame. He might never touch UFC gold, but he's going to make a lot more money than many of the champions who touch gold. And he's going to have the biggest brand, because he always fought with his heart on his sleeve. The Hangman Dan Hooker is looking for an opponent for UFC 305. Any human god made UFC 305. Dariush, Moicano, Fiviev, Spanshot. I don't give a f***. Robert Whittaker says he's ready for Khamzat Chimaev, heavy wrestling style.
Sick.
Obviously, there's been a lot of wrestling. there's no secret. There's been a lot of wrestling, so I expect him to come out wrestling heavy. He's got a good 1-2 down the pipe, but I'm preparing for those. I'm preparing for a striking fight. I'm preparing for a wrestling scramble. It's 5 rounds. My lungs are good. I'm expecting the best.
Thank you guys for watching video. If you enjoyed the video, kindly subscribe to my channel for more updates.